Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and buenos dias, and welcome back to Rqdaily on the Sean Atwood channel with myself, Ron Swanson. I hope you're all having a fabulous day. It's Tuesday. Hope you had a good weekend and a good Monday. It is just non-stop with the diddler. I mean, last night, 2 more victims. I can't even remember how old they are. 10 and 17. Yeah, 10 and 17. And where was it? Hang on a second. Let me just get you some things here. Yeah, there's a lot to go over today. Yeah. But it just seems to not stop. It just seems to be headline after headline after headline after headline. And it's testament to the rampage of the diddler and his many years of horrific abuse. And we're going to get back into it today. I don't know if you guys seen the interviews that we've had on the channel the last few days. Obviously, we had Jaguar Wright, we had Big Homie CC. Don't worry, KLG. It's just me waffling for the first few minutes anyway. And it usually takes YouTube about 15 minutes to send out notifications, so we take it slow. I'm waiting for the panel as we usually do. Oh man, yeah, there's a lot to get into today. First of all, though, I thought it might be fun to find out what Diddy's kids have been saying, because I imagine, I mean, this is just all smoke and mirror madness. It has to be. Right, let's get into it anyway. Sean Diddy Combs' children has released a statement in support of their father, who remain in jail after being arrested in September on charges of all of this stuff. The 53-year-old music mogul and father of 7, who pledged not guilty to the charges, is being held without bail in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and he awaits trial, which is scheduled to begin in May next year. The collaborative Instagram post shared on Tuesday, the 22nd, Combs' eldest child, 33, Quincy, wrote, "In the past month has devastated our family. Many have judged both him and us based on accusations, conspiracy theories, and false narratives that have spiraled into absurdity on social media. We stand united, supporting you every step of the way. We hold on to the truth, knowing it will prevail, and nothing will break our strength of our family. We miss and love you, Dad." The post, which included a photo of the entire family in an inflatable bounce house, listed Quincy's 5 siblings, Justin, Christina, Chance, and the twins Jesse and Delilah, as collaborators. Quincy is the son of the late actor and model Kim Porter from a previous relationship, and he was later adopted by Combs. The former couple went on to welcome their sons Christian with their twin daughters. Meanwhile, the rapper also shares his son Justin with stylist Misa Hilton and daughter Chance, Sarah Chapman. In October 22nd, the rapper welcomed his youngest daughter, Love, with model Dana Tran. Children's statement comes weeks after Combs' mother, Janice Small Combs, slammed the public leeching off her son. Well, I mean, come on. In a lengthy message shared on behalf of the Combs family through their attorney, Natalie F. Figures, Combs argued that her son is not the monster they have painted him to be. I don't know. It's looking pretty bad for Mr. Combs. I'm not going to lie. It's looking pretty dire. Yeah, that's a good point. It is a good point. In saying that, though, see if it goes to a RICO case, right? Do they not take all your assets in a criminal in a criminal case? I don't know. I mean, you're not wrong though, MP. Bear witness to seems like a public lynching of my son before he's had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court and finally share his side and prove his innocence. I mean, he's gonna have to do something pretty spectacular. Like he's going to have to do something pretty amazing to come out of this squeaky clean. He really is. I mean, it's going to be the comeback of the century. She implored fans, colleagues, friends, and the public not to judge him before they've. Well, I mean, I don't know about you, but I think that's a little too late. I think that's a little too late, if you ask me. Paula, what do you think? Are we going? Is Diddy going to be innocent? Is this going to be the comeback of the century? Okay, is he going to have his day in court, and we're all going to be proven wrong, and his mom is going to be right? I mean, obviously not, but we're just talking about the fact that the Diddy's kids have posted a social an Instagram post,
Is that Kim
basically.
Porter
Uh,
when she
possibly.
was alive? I don't have my glasses, so I can't see very well.
I don't think so.
It looks like Kim Porter, the late Kim Porter, doesn't it?
I don't know. So
Can the guess, can the chat tell us if that is Kim Porter or is that his new girlfriend?
this lady here,
Hmm.
I think that's his new girlfriend.
Okay, yeah, because Kim Porter has been dead for a while now. Hmm?
Yeah. These are all.
And there's the mom. Oh, I have a video about the mom today.
The mom is just.
I mean, this, and you know that Diddy. It's rumored that Diddy has because that he has all his money. She basically everything is in her name.
Yeah. Well, I mean that would be the smart thing to do, right? I mean that's not. I mean that's like season 2 of The Sopranos stuff. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like it's.
I talked to you about that second mansion that the FBI did not raid yesterday. Remember, I was sending you those clips.
Yeah. We'll come to that next.
Okay.
So I mean, I mean it's fairly
I don't think
self-explanatory.
he's gonna make it to court, to tell you the truth.
You think? You don't think so? No.
No, the thing is, I am very ambivalent about all of this, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Um, I saw that clearly. I was participating in that awesome interview that Sean did, and if you guys haven't seen it, please go watch it with the bodyguard and then Corey Feldman. But one thing that's one there's a couple of things that really they were striking to me when we talked about Jay-Z. There was a pause there. You could see that he was measuring his speech. And there
Okay.
was something that was very, very interesting to me, basically, when he talked about the bodyguards, how he said they're true patriots to Jay-Z, which kind of implied that they're ride or die kind of crew.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's one of the headlines we're looking at this morning, actually,
Yeah.
Paula.
He
Uh,
didn't say Jay-Z hadn't done anything shady. He just said that his crew is not going to betray him.
well, look at this. Diddy threatened to kill student 19 and her pal and arred them after Star's guard said, "You know what you're here for." So that completely backs up that ride or die mentality. Uh,
It's
the
just
whole.
the way he spoke. He said, "Oh, Jay-Z," because people asked him point blank if Jay-Z. And you know what? I don't think it was an AI. I disagree with him on that. I don't think that, by the way, is City on the background. Okay, it's not a ghost. Um, uh, that was AI. I really disagree that that was AI. I think that they're trying
See,
to put that out as it was fake. I really because people leak these things. Those calls are recorded.
well, here's the thing, Paula. It's actually it would have been a smarter decision for Diddy to write it all down and have his team put it out as AI, because then there's a complete deniability from his point of view. Do you see what I mean? So whether it's AI or real, I think it's still a real message from the Diddy camp, if that makes sense.
No,
See what I'm
but the thing is, and please, you of all people know, I'm still learning WhatsApp.
saying?
By the way,
Yeah,
you know that I had to learn on my own how to not save the photos automatically from WhatsApp because you, sir, never
yes,
bothered to
yeah.
teach me how to do that.
I still
But
can't
I
figure.
learned how to do that because I have TikTok. So I saw a guy who does these things with Samsung and Android things and how to avoid. And I'm like, oh, and I immediately thought of you, Ron, how you did not help me do it. Just kidding.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
I'm with
but
you.
what I'm saying is like, you have told me, remember when we did the maid interview?
Yep.
And a lot of people were saying they didn't say it was AI. They said it was me and stuff like that, or that it was you. But when we did the maid interview, um, I even thought, can we do this? Can we do that? But you can't, because one of the things that you said to me is the way they're interacting.
Okay.
It's that the how to and fro. It's like with AI, you told me that it's like you can't, react like it's something that is very, very programmed. If you know what I mean. But the way these two were interacting was like, like real time, like you and I are talking right
Oh
now.
yeah, I'm with you. Trust me, AI is like AI is more advanced today than it was yesterday. Like it's moving that quickly. And the stuff that I've learned to do for a couple of the projects that I'm doing that I can't afford to pay actors for, I've had to learn how to, replace my face and change my voice and all this stuff, and it's scary. It's
No,
scary.
I get it. I get it. And I'm not saying it might not be,
Yeah.
but every bone on my body, it's telling me because of the individual and
Oh yeah,
the
I'm with you.
conversation, and because of the conversation
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they had. If it was AI generated, he could have said a hell of a lot more.
That's
'Cause
true
then
as well.
they could
That's
have
true too.
had possible deniability. No, no, dude, it's AI. It's AI.
Yeah, I'm
He
with you.
could have said a hell of a lot more.
No, here, listen. I'm totally happy to say totally real. I'm totally happy to say AI. I'm happy either way because regardless, in both of my opinions, it's the same outcome. It's a message from the Diddy camp. So I listen. I support everyone's beliefs on this one. I have to say because it's a mad one, and I think as well people were saying to me, the PDF files aren't going to be using words like pizza anymore. You know what I'm saying? They'll have changed it up, but getting a reaction from the public based off using those words 100%. Lady Letitia, how are you?
I'm great, thank you for asking.
Good. You sound like you got like a wee sore throat or a cold. Are you okay?
No, I don't think I've been talking that much today. So
Oh, you're just waking up, just warming up the old vocal cords. I'm with you.
yeah, there we
Um,
go. Yes.
Do you know, hi Leticia, do you know what I mean though when I said to you, he could have really gone,
you could have
I
gone
mean,
full on. Yeah,
insane and
that's
really
a
leak a lot of
point.
stuff and say, he could have talked more. And another thing that I disagree with your guest yesterday, and I loved him. I think when he said that Ali Carter said that she had been done by Obama, Biden, and Denzel Washington at the same time. I don't recall her ever saying that. That she's never said they were there at the same time. She's spoken about Biden,
Yeah,
Denzel Washington, and Jawar hustles. I sent you the clips of Jawar speaking about Denzel Washington, right? Which is a crush to me because I adore that
yeah,
actor.
yeah,
He's a very good actor.
yeah.
But I sent you the clips of Jawar talking about Denzel Washington,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure you haven't watched, have you, Ron? I mean, admit it. Admit it. Admit it.
Listen, I'm breaking up. I'm going through a tunnel.
Admit it.
I can't hear you. The tunnel. So Denzel again. That was another disappointing one for me. Taylor and Denzel. Those are the two soul destroyers for me. But listen, if we are going to
Oh
assume,
yes. Oh yes. I gotta say, can you
if
play that little clip I sent you?
yeah, of course.
No, the Taylor Swift one. The one where you were crying like a little girl.
We don't talk about that. So hang on a second. Which clip do you want me to do? There's the three Kim Porter ones in a row. Right?
No, I sent you one when you were asking Jawar about Taylor Swift. And then
Okay.
you were like, that's the one I sent you.
I can't remember that
Oh,
even
I
now.
have it.
Yeah, send me it over again because I'm back up at the Chrissy Teigen stuff and I can't find it. Can you guys as well just make sure you give us a wee like and a wee subscribe and push it out? That would be a massive, massive help. YouTube is a bit of a spicy meatball, and it really does help us when you guys like and share and help us grow this little show. Yeah, we know. Leave Taylor for last. Thank you, Maria. Yes,
WhatsApp. You're gonna watch Ron crumble. It
I don't
is
want to watch
almost embarrassing. If I hadn't been laughing so hard, I would have,
I don't know what what is happening right now.
I'm sending you the thing on WhatsApp. We're talking about Taylor Swift. How you wanted to clear Taylor Swift's name.
I'm pretty. I'm pretty sure, right, that I heard Jaguar say
I
that
said,
she was.
no. I sent you the clip. Play.
Oh shit! Right, yeah, this
Let's
clip.
be informative.
I've got a question.
I'm going to keep. I'm going to keep that done. Please say.
All right.
I've got a question here that I need to ask you because I've got to stay level here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you this without telling you why. Where do you stand with Taylor Swift?
I enjoy this.
Compromise.
Oh, don't say it. Jaguar, don't say it!
There's no way she can't be. Too involved with too many things. Not know anything. And she's got all the wrong friends.
Yeah, well, you heard it here, guys. Totally innocent, no connections whatsoever. You heard it from Jaguar right there. She's totally innocent.
Run!
We take her down
Very
last.
young.
We take her down last.
You were saying? If I can tolerate the fact that Jaguar, right, because she actually did that. If you sent the video that I sent you, she actually apparently she's talking to Denzel's family member, and the family member's like, no, we're not gonna talk about this here. And she's like, well, and she's like, we're gonna go to Jaguar Uncensored, and she's like, buddy, you wanted to talk about this, so we're gonna talk about this. You're muted, Ron.
I'm saying Jaguar's a legend, right? Sadly, I have to go with what she says, and it's heartbreaking. But I'm hoping this is just the one thing Jaguar got wrong. It's a tiny chance, okay? Tiny, right? Tiny.
I don't know, like I love the guest yesterday. He had a lot of info, and I like that he doesn't things, but for me, I was very, very curious about it was very curious to me to see him how he recoiled a little bit when you talked about Jay-Z and how he was incredibly careful with his words, because he didn't say that Jay-Z wasn't part of Diddy or not, but what I got from it is like, whatever he did, we're never going to find out about it because his crew is pretty tight. His crew is ride or die. That's just my opinion of it. I don't know.
Well, keep in mind, right? If we're going to, let's just say for a second, let's just discuss a little debate topic here, right? Let's say Big Homie CC was right. Let's say there was an occasion where Obama and Biden, right, were getting jiggy, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's on film. That's on film and copied several times by the Diddler. Okay, so if that is true, that is why the Diddler is still got a pulse. Okay, I'm just saying, because could you imagine, right? The current president of the USA gets outed for smashing an RN and SAN at a Diddy party.
Well, we saw that girl. The current president has been caught when he thought that the girl was taking a picture. Instead, she was taking a video, and then he was smelling her and telling her how good. Do we have that clip of him talking about that? Like, hi, little girl, and don't tell your mom about this. You smell so good. I mean, and she's like 14.
Oh, but Biden's got a reputation for sniffing a lot of people.
No,
right?
No, I am. You know what it is, Ron? I've been thinking a lot about things. And I used to work in the diplomatic world, guys. I don't know if you know that. I was very much part of it. And I would see things and I always wondered why, for example, enemies, there's a reason why people are called enemy combatants, right? And this is why Harry, oh yes, that's the one.
Yeah, I can't play this enough. I'm not going to lie. This is actually a song called "I Sniffed a Girl." It's a remix of "I Kissed a Girl," but I can't play the audio because it'll get claimed.
Oh my god!
Just play the.
Oh my god! Send me that. Can you send me that clip? Can you? You know that I sing that song, but for City guys, I sing "I Kissed City" and I liked it. The taste of boogie chapstick.
Okay. You're a special lady. right? You are a special lady. But yeah, I mean, I can't talk about Biden's head.
There's another, no. There's another clip. This Latino girl is at the White House.
Oh, give it time. There's still two minutes of this bad boy left. I mean, who doesn't want to see a president rubbing a child's face for no reason?
That is so gross. That is so gross.
Yeah. Let's give them another 4 years, guys. Brilliant. Oh, yep. Don't forget a wee sniff. Have a wee sniff of the heat.
You know, there are over 350,000 immigrant children that are missing.
Yeah, most of them are in Biden's basement, allegedly. Yeah. Just chained up for a sniffing. Oh, no one's safe. No one's safe.
Oh, thanks for sending it to me. No, that woman is too old for him.
He has got like they've all got demon eyes. Like, this is so overly contrasted. I don't think they've actually got demon eyes, but it looks.
Go back 1 second. Go back 1 second where he's with the older woman. Isn't that the guy? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't that the guy who was charged with espionage and sentenced to 20 years or so, who was feeding information to the Russians?
Don't know.
He looks like
if we got that wrong, then slapping allegedly in there. Can I just say, why is this woman being so like manhandled?
I have no idea. He's very loving. He's very loving. It's just like Meghan Markle
and this guy touches her.
It's just like Meghan Markle said. He's such a hugger. He's just a hugger. Just like Meghan Markle.
Oh no.
That is so disgusting. It is actually quite cringy to watch. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What do you mean? No, you can't not rub a tiny girl's head and shoulders and then inappropriately place your forehead on her head. I mean,
God knows what she's saying.
Come on.
We'll see there like a vulture. She's a high witch priestess, in my opinion.
You know, this looks like, you know, when you see like martial artists like headbutt and like smash coconuts with their heads. This is the only time I've ever seen a man in that position wearing clothes in a situation like this. Do you know what I'm saying? When someone's smashing stuff with their head. Unfortunately, he's just a head sniffer.
You know, I have a question. Paula, question. Do you have a root canal? No, I don't actually have very good teeth. I only have one cavity, which I was 16 years of age. And I haven't, and I got it done, and I have never had any more cavities or anything. I have very good teeth. I'm very lucky.
Yeah, you are. Mm-hmm. I ruined mine. I didn't listen.
Yeah. All I can tell you is that rinsing your mouth with water after you eat and using dental floss it saves you like 80% of the time from getting cavities. You need to rinse your mouth with water after you eat to get whatever food residue is out there.
I'm an aggressive flosser. That's my problem.
Yeah.
I get too aggressive with it. All right. Anyway, that ends our section on head sniffing presidents.
No, but wasn't it really interesting also how he downplayed the tunnels? Because I don't know the guest you had yesterday, because I don't know if you know this, but you know the Playboy Mansion?
Yeah.
The Playboy Mansion, it was confirmed that they had tunnels linking to, and these are my favorite actors, Warren Beatty, Jack Nicholson, and the third one. Like, there were literal tunnels leading up to these people there, you know. And one of the things that it really got to me, it's like, if everybody knew that this was happening, why wasn't he reported it? Because he knew about it, and yet he never reported it. And it's very telling that, you know, it really kind of, it was striking to me how he said that they're true patriots, Jay-Z's bodyguards, as though that is basically making it sound like being a patriot is for you to help your boss cover up crimes.
Right.
That is not being a patriot. That is being an accomplice, if you ask me. Being a patriot is something completely different. If Jay-Z's bodyguards are covering up for him, they're accomplices to that, to everything. And the tunnel was not just used for panic or anything like that. I believe Ali Carter absolutely and Jaguar when they talk about these tunnels.
I do as well.
Yeah,
I do as well. I mean, these are the ones that we've got planning permission for, that we're talking about, ones that have actually been documented and blueprints and all the rest of it. But you have to think to yourself, like, how many weird off off the books Illuminati allegedly projects have been thrown in underground, you know,
I
because
gotta ask you something too, because something that your guest said yesterday, that if she indeed had been with any of these people, she would
yeah,
have been disposed of. I disagree. I've watched a lot of there's some ladies that I follow on YouTube that there's this lady who says I was trafficked, when I was a child, to elites.
mhm,
And the reason why they didn't dispose, probably they would have when she got older, you know, disposed of her, because she no longer would have fit that age and stuff. But the thing is, with these people, they're so arrogant. They feel so protected that they feel that even if this one gets away, they're not gonna. Nobody's gonna believe her. That the things that she's saying are so out there that nobody's gonna believe her. You,
yeah,
you know what I mean? That the things are so out of this realm. Even if indeed she has been with Obama and
yeah, yeah.
Biden at
I'm
the
with
same
you.
time.
I'm with you.
So these people don't care of disposing this, because they see these people as nothings, because they have such a machinery to shut them down, to discredit them. I know, and these women were trafficked, traveled unwillingly. Um, and then they're like older now, especially this lady. I mean, my heart goes out to her, and she's like, she's alive because they never thought anything of her. They felt that they had so much control over her that they didn't. That's how they do. It's like, for example, when your kidnappers or people who abuse you, they let you out of the house confident that you're not going to say anything.
Right. Well, here's the thing as well, right? You got to understand when people are saying, "Oh, if she'd been with the president, she wouldn't be here anymore," right? You got to understand the mind of Jay-Z. Sorry, the mind of Diddy. He wants the person that the president slept with walking around in the world, and he wants the presidents to know that if anything ever happens to them, hey, maybe a couple of JPEGs will end up on Twitter. You've got to understand how this narcissistic control fetish that this man has, it's not even a fetish, but that's the only way normal people can have some way of relating to this mindset. Incapable of love, completely devoted to hate, destruction, pain, abuse. It's a cycle with these monsters that is it's key data factors in a lot of these individuals, especially the ones where we've got big fingers pointing about
Ron, I just sent you a clip of
I
Alexander.
got it. Ritualistic stuff. And you hear stories about tunnels, you hear stories about caves. We've had a couple of YouTubers that are coming back for Halloween, and they go exploring abandoned mines and cave systems. Right now, Letitia and Paula, they came back with a whole bunch of footage of satanic, like, ceremony remnants deep in caves that no one's meant to have been in for years. Bones remain. It's wild.
Let's listen to Ali Carter, guys, because it breaks my heart. I have other clips. I mean, I cry every time I listen to her clips.
Okay, let's get into it.
We are tired. I am drowning in my PTSD. I am not even gonna bullshit you right now. It is taking me a lot to get up off the floor. My mom has been shaking me out of nightmares. I feel like my skin is crawling. I could scrub my skin and it still would not take off the pain and the disgust that I have. All right, when I wake up from certain nightmares and flashbacks. So I am telling you right now, to be able to come on here and to speak to y'all, I am paying for it in every way possible.
That, like, see, when you hear people speaking like that,
that is so true. Like the way she talks about it.
Yeah.
You see, I get very upset about it because it's really, really true the way she talks about. This is not made up. She's talking from a point of real pain.
100%. People that haven't experienced a level of trauma don't tend to react the way that she does when she talks about it. What are your feelings, Letitia?
Well, it's sad that she had to go through what she had to go through, and just imagining her saying that, her skin is crawling, that did it for me. Like, just knowing someone was touching her that, that she didn't get permission to.
Yeah.
And so it's very disturbing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know, in another clip, she says that she can't be a mother because of the abuse that she suffered was so horrific that they destroyed pretty much her inside. So she can't be
No
a mother.
way. Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, she says that according to her social worker or the social worker, because this lady has been in the system forever, and she actually has a court case against Child Protective Services, and then because and she's pointing it right. Where are all these celebrities getting these children from Children Protective Services? That's what she alleges, anyways. And then so can you imagine the level of psychology of this lady, that you are at the mercy of Children Protective Services, and they're the ones serving you up in a platter to these elites. And if you complain, because in one of her videos, I'm going to do a video about her later, she's talking about how she went and complained about it to her social worker, and the social worker just made it worse for her. You know how she begged her pimp and to take her back because they took her across the border. She even describes the dirt roads and stuff like that. And how this girl, one of the little girls like her, complained that, you know, she was complaining about all of this. So they put her in a van that was sent to dying AIDS patients. So they would have her way with dying AIDS patients. These patients that had AIDS, or these men who have AIDS, would have her way with her.
Wow.
And she started crying because she said, I don't want to go there. I promise I'm going to be a good girl if you take me back with you to the States. I will do anything you want. And then she ended up marrying the guy. The guy was like 27 and she was very young. You know, so he took her back as she agreed to do whatever he asked her to do. And then she ended up marrying him. And she's just like, I didn't understand what being married meant.
Yeah.
I mean, it is absolutely atrocious, the things that this lady has lived through. And you know, I'm really angry because she says something very true. That, for example, Denzel Washington would leave early because he knew things were about to get freaky, right? Or these people would leave early because they knew what was going on. They knew what was going on. So she goes, if you knew what was going on, you knew that there were children. Why didn't you say something? That makes it even worse.
That is so true. That is the big question that I keep having over and over in my head. All the people that were just complicit to it, who knew. Like if you like you said, he said that he would leave at a certain time. You leave any party at a certain time. But what goes on after you leave? Who's being violated? Who's being mistreated?
Well, that's it. And we know the inner workings of these parties. We know what happens the deeper you go into them. I just want to give a shout out to Kaza. I've just been on Twitter and she's been busy, is what she has been. She has been busy sending me over a bunch here. And Paula and I, we love a bit of Ashton Kutcher. Anything that's going to take down Ashton Kutcher, we are here for it. So this is something that you were saying last week, that Mila Kunis, 14. I didn't realize it was like that. Like,
yeah, she liked to get on the show because, to be fair, the show didn't really want to investigate her age. Okay, they should have investigated it because she looked
14 on that show.
Yes, and Ashton Kutcher was 21. Kutcher was 21, and he was making these up in a very inappropriate things. Him and Danny Masterson. I do believe that she was roomed.
Well, listen. So, how old did everybody think she was?
At least 18.
Dodo Max, just 1 second. Dodo Max 2, that's Ali Carter, the one that you're asking that we showed, just in case you want to know.
So they all thought she was 18, but she was actually 14.
Well, the show said that they could not hire anybody below 18 years of age.
Okay, so they all thought that she was 14. See, that's. I mean, listen, we all know that Ashton Kutcher is a alleged horrible thing, right? Just to be clear, but this is one of those situations where, like, a guy goes to a nightclub and goes home with a girl, and it turns out she's a year younger than she should be to be in the bars, and then he goes to jail for 10 years, and everyone's a loser here in this scenario. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. But anyway, listen. Let's listen.
She also has an album out. She's going to be in a movie called Cheaper by the Dozen, and she's one of the girls that we're all waiting for to turn 18.
Oh,
Okay, literally anyone
he
ever
is
says
something
that.
was wrong with him.
If anyone ever says that in your presence, right? Like, I can't deal with it. There's so much of this now. Like,
Yes.
there's so much of this, like young star growing up, hitting 18, and then everyone's expecting their OnlyFans to start. Do you know what I mean? And there's people that will be talking about it the year, but it's so messed up, man. Anyway, sorry, we managed 11 seconds before I got triggered. Fantastic.
Wow.
Along with the Olsen twins. Any 15
I'm sorry, the Olsen twins.
It's
getting the job, and I didn't
Working
know.
with me?
Yeah, and she was as hot as she was. You know, come on, this one.
14.
14, she was even hotter.
wow.
But I'm not allowed to say that.
14 when we started the show. I was like 19, right?
Right.
And they're like, okay, you guys are going to be making out in this scene. And I'm like thinking like, wait, this is like slightly illegal,
that's
right?
probably your first kiss ever, right?
It was my first kiss. Where's some bet you made with Danny about our first kiss?
No, it wasn't the first kiss.
No,
This was like
go
a
ahead,
second or
Ashley.
third kiss.
It was like the first week.
No, it was not the first week.
Whatever. Let me tell you what happened.
No, let me tell you what happened.
No. Okay.
Wow, she was 14 years old.
Do you think they're even aware of what they've just discussed here? Right?
No.
Because I feel like what we're looking at here is two well-established American actors coming up in their career on a chat show where one of them has just said they were making out with a 14-year-old. Okay, now fair enough. It was at work, right? And it was part of the script.
That is such BS.
But I've got some questions.
Crazy.
And we've not even made it halfway through, and I already need to put this bit back. So
Yeah.
I know some of you hate it when I do this. Well, you're in for a freaking long day.
At our first kiss.
No, it wasn't the first kiss. This was like a second or third kiss.
It was like the first week.
No, it was not the first week.
Whatever. Let me tell you what happened.
No, let me tell you what happened.
No. Okay, so I've never kissed a guy. So I was so. I mean, Ash was attractive, and I was a 14-year-old little girl, and I was extremely scared for my life.
Sure.
And he was very nice about it. He was like, "Oh, don't worry." So I was like, "Okay." Then Danny goes and goes, "Dude, I'll give you $10 if you French kiss her." What would you stick your tongue in my mouth or some?
What? No.
For $10.
You're making it sound like it was like really.
Wow. This is so shocking to me. I'm a little shocked.
And this is the guy who is before the Senate and Congress advocating for children. It is my very humble opinion that this man is just like Jimmy Savile, who inserted himself in that in order to get access to victims.
You know what? You hear me talking about conditioning, right? So if it starts off with a t-shirt, right, that at 14 it's $10 to French kiss, right? And it just becomes part of the routine, and the next time maybe it's $100 and we get to cop a feel. Next time it's $1,000 and this happens, and before you know it, just part of your routine is just being sexualized and paid extra money for people to get off on you, right? Conditioning, right? Let's continue.
Yes.
I'm triggered.
Okay, Dan, we had a little side bet going.
Yeah.
Like,
Which was?
It wasn't very
as to whether or not, you're kissing on the show or boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
You would use tongue, right, Rosie? I mean, you would use.
Show, and you're watching In the Crease TV.
Hi, I'm Ashton Kutcher, and I'm from That 70 Show TV. No, That 70 Show too.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm doing this is not because I think In the Crease is good, but because Josh told me Mila would sit on my lap was like, it feels good.
Oh,
I gotta tell you, those are the kind of funny things that are not funny, but
It's
they're
not.
laughing, making it feel that if we don't laugh, there's something wrong with us.
yeah.
That's how they use it. It's like, this is so funny, but it's so uncomfortable to watch. But if you don't laugh, there's something wrong with you. You know?
Yeah,
Have you seen this, Paula?
Sometimes
Oh yeah,
I
I've
like
seen this many times. I did a video a while back about
Wow.
Ashton Kutcher, and I said, and Danny Masterson, when he went to jail, I did a video about it and said that if anybody thinks that this man was ever funny, he was never funny. The script he did was funny, but when you actually listen to Ashton Kutcher talk off the cuff, he's not a funny man. He's actually in my very humble opinion, predatory.
Very predatory.
Joe, sometimes I like to just take a minute and remember what the world was like before the internet. And I just think to myself, if I wanted to know something horrible about the world, couldn't find out, right? Couldn't find out about it. Okay, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? It's just you go outside, you do things, and I mean, obviously, the internet's the greatest tool ever invented, and there's no going back. We can never live without it. But just sometimes, right? A little daydream about the phones where it's like two. You know what I mean? Simpler times, man. It's simpler times. Okay, here's a fun one. You'll like this one. And I had a big pinch of allegedly with this. Boing. Wow. I was just informed by my friend who's a CEO of a large tech company that there was allegedly an ST or an S-tape being shopped around of Kamala and Montel Williams. This could break the internet. And seriously, this could seriously.
Oh my God. Did you see Candace Owens? Did you see Candace Owens yesterday? Her show with the Japanese gentleman that she was married to this Canadian person beforehand. And her mom is part of the MK Ultra, how she was linked to the cartels, how everything and this gentleman, this Japanese gentleman actually worked with a man who was Kamala Harris' tutor. And he ended up dying of pneumonia under very serious circumstances. It's incredible. They document everything. And I don't know why they're hiding her previous marriage.
Pneumonia was what Jamie Foxx got, right?
Jamie Foxx is another one. Yes, it's another one. Can you show the picture I have here, Ron?
Hang on 1 second, right? This is something that pops up every now and again. If you know, you know, right? So 14 plus a fish and the Osiris myth. Okay.
What's that?
Osiris was murdered and cut into 14 pieces by his brother, set and scattered throughout the land of Egypt. Osiris's wife, Isis, set out to find all the pieces of his body and resurrect him. She found but the 14th piece, his phallus, which was eaten by a fish, now cursed because of this in the river Nile. Isis made a phallus out of gold and temporarily resurrected Osiris so he could conceive a child. Their offspring is the god of Horus. 14 plus fish, the male phallus symbolizing power, sex, magic, and resurrection. Damn! Someone has dug for that. That is wild. This is a really old photo. That is wild. Spicy meatballs. Spicy meatballs.
You know how yesterday your guest said that he hadn't seen Demi Moore at Diddy's parties, only on the red carpet? Well, actually, there's another bodyguard who's talking and says that it was incredible when he was there to see the Demi Moore hanging from one of those where you swings naked, and her walking to a 14-year-old boy and naked, and like the guy is talking about it. Yeah. So maybe your guest wasn't participant of certain parties, because I'm sure he wasn't at all parties. But I have a picture with that I'm showing here with Demi Moore, Ashton Kutcher, and and Diddy. And keep in mind that Demi Moore was like 30 years older than Ashton Kutcher.
Do you know, it almost seems like if you were into underage people, you wanted to get yourself a wife that was so far from being underage, no one would question it. Boom, Demi Moore.
No, and the reason why they wore white, I didn't know this. Well, I kind of know. That white is in I believe in certain Asian countries, Asian cultures, part of some Asian cultures, white is it's the how we wear black for death?
Yeah.
Then they wear white at funerals because it refers to rebirth. They don't wear black, they wear white. So anybody who by now is still protecting that ride or die crew that Jay-Z and Beyonce have, they are just as bad. And they allow these people to keep going. This is why I go back and say that is a real conversation, because if it was AI generated, I can guarantee you that there was a lot more that he could have put out there.
Oh, here, listen, I'm on board. I will fully endorse that narrative, but again, I'll also endorse other ones, because to me, arguing over is it real or is it isn't the main point for me. It's
so are we saying that Demi Moore knew?
Oh yeah.
Every single person in Hollywood, all of them knew. Anyone with a career, anyone who is A-list, anyone who is part of the celebrity fame, all dirty, every single one of them.
I just want to say something to Tracy
How do you
Ripper,
know?
FBI agent.
Because I've got to go with.
Making this political. We're not making this political.
Like Shane said,
No, I don't
there's
think
different levels to Diddy's party.
Nah,
And
see,
some people may not have known that there was a freak off going on. I just don't believe it was
yeah,
everybody.
those people weren't famous.
Yeah.
The people are already dirty before the Diddy party because they've had to do this in order to get to the next level of fame. I mean, it sounds so messed up, right? It sounds so messed up, but
yeah, look what Marta Cardiel is saying. Normally wear white for kid, angel, innocent funerals. Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying that's a theory, Letitia. But look here, we've got some more treats on Twitter. I don't know what is this one. Diddy Insider leaks A-listers freak off tapes. The tapes are out. I've been through this. There's definitely nothing against TOS in here, so you don't have to worry.
What's TOS?
Terms of service. Like bums.
Oh, okay,
naked bums and other things.
Thank you, MP. Demi is 15 years older than Ashton at 30. Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
Nice one, MP.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the young artists?
Usher, Justin Bieber, Will Smith.
Guys, this is it. The freak off videos are out. An article by New York Post states that they have seen the freak off videos and they describe them in detail, and it's horrifying. To make matters worse, in one of the freak off videos, they have incriminating footage of more than one person, which shows a man who appears to be Combs having X with a younger male who appears to be an A-lister, and both their faces are clearly visible in the footage, as stated by New York Post. And some are speculating that this young A-lister might be Justin Bieber or Jaden Smith.
I know we spoke before. You said they were.
Who's that guy?
Listen. I'm not a detective, right? But there's something pretty fundamentally different between Jaden Smith and Justin Bieber that if you've seen them in a video, you'd have a 50-50 shot, right? Okay? I don't know
what he's talking about is that they haven't disclosed who it is, and they haven't disclosed who the person is nor their race, but they're saying that it's an A-list pop star. So it could be, that's what they're saying. They're trying to say.
You've seen it. I guess they're trying not to be too specific. I get what you're saying. It's a mad.
There were two young artists. One was Usher. Who was the other one?
One was Usher, and I believe the other one it was Justin Bieber. And
anybody else?
Will Smith's son too. Will Smith's son too. I ain't holding no punches. Yeah, it was Will Smith's son too.
Damn. That is, listen, it just keeps going. Like, now this one I definitely need to check before we look at, because there is something on, there is some scrolly scrolls going on here.
The thing is, though, that people are coming out with so much outlandish things now that we don't know. And my question is, I've seen some bodyguards try to discredit or play it down. I've seen somebody, I'm not saying the one that you had on yesterday did, but I'm saying that I've seen people try to come and play it down and try to play down the interaction of other celebrities with Diddy. Like, I think that they've been put out there to kind of distance people, because people will believe, oh, they were inside, and they would know. So if they said that they didn't see that celebrity, then of course it got to be there. It's got to be true. So, and I do believe that some people have been put out there who are a part of the inner circle, and to say, oh, no, so-and-so was not there. I never saw that person there, or this never happened.
Yeah. Sorry. What am I looking at? What am I seeing right here? Whatever it was, the original hosting file for it has been removed for violating whatever website it was on terms of service.
Uh-oh.
And it was allegedly further footage of the Meek Mills Diddy incident.
But what do you think, Ron? Do you think it was AI, that phone call? Honestly.
Well, for me, if I really wanted to give you a definitive answer, I can do a test where I take all the different sections of it. We isolate the background noise and we look for repeating factors. Because if it was AI, there's a good chance that AI has used pre-existing noises that it knows for jail background sound effects, and it would at some point overlap and loop those. But for me, again, I would think it's a smarter option for Diddy to have done it via AI from his own words, but I can fully believe that it's real, and I can put forward arguments that are AI based that aren't, oh, it's fake based on it being AI. It's a smarter option from a criminal in jail making threats to Jay-Z, talking about like disposing of things and all the rest of it, than doing it and having it then come back to him. And look, because if they're going to do a RICO case and it looks like he's running something from inside the prison through the phones, I don't know if that would be very good for him.
I mean, you still have the email of the $65,000 that Obama imported the hot dogs and pizzas. Remember to the party?
I mean, when I walk in,
that's a classic. That is a classic. Thank you very much, Meow Freestyle Life. Like
do you have the clip I sent you yesterday, Kim Porter? Kim Porter did her pilot on what's called Single Ladies, which is Beyonce's.
Oh no! Well, listen, I've got 2 more Twitter things, and then we'll do some more of your videos.
This is very interesting. That single ladies thing.
This is apparently Diddy carrying out satanic rituals, disturbing evidence. Diddy invited preachers to perform satanic rituals. Listen, take this with a pinch of salt, okay? In fact, before we take anything with a pinch of salt, just look at that screen there for a second, and let's just skip through this. No one's getting blood sacrificed. Everyone's wearing clothes. Everyone's still wearing clothes. Fantastic. Yes, you made the vlog. Congratulations. Right, here we go.
This will be exposed.
I mean, when I walk in, I mean, I definitely take pride in being the originator of the preparation of the sex. Little things that I personally like. A lot of ladies, they just, so if you don't have what they need, they're going to leave.
Right.
Got to keep them there.
Right.
You need locks on the doors.
P. Diddy be wanting the body. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is.
That's Cat Williams.
I mean, I would take that with a massive pinch of salt. I mean, the reason that I'm saying that is all of these bits where Diddy's running. You'll see it in just a second. You see that there? That's a sort of AI asset I would make out of the Diddy footage of him beating up his ex-wife.
Yeah, it came.
Do you see what I mean? Like, look,
all that.
Do you know what I mean? It all seems a bit odd. I'm not saying that the story isn't real, right? But I think the B-roll, there's a good possibility the B-roll in this is just shenanigans. Okay,
that's
shenanigans
through the.
But it paints the story well. Don't get me wrong. It paints the story bloody well. Bloody well. Okay, you ready? Listen. Are you ready for some fat Liam Payne conspiracy? Because I just want to say a big shout out to Casabear again. You've outdone yourself on Twitter. Also a big shout out to our community member Chantel. We've had our first community engagement since we opened the Discord. One of our community members went away. We were literally speaking after a royal mess on Friday. And she's like, I'm going away with my boyfriend tomorrow. We've got a wee local hotel. We're just going to have a wee night out together. And then she comes back and he's got the flowers and the petals on the bed. Will you marry me? Rose petals and balloons everywhere. So big shout out to you. So happy for you guys.
Oh, congratulations.
Big shout out to you guys.
I'm still getting the handle of Discord. I was still
Paula, you're funny on Discord. Like you're killing it. Yeah, you're funny. You're funny.
It's hard for me to post this. I don't know how to do it. I am so
yeah, man, you're good. Right. So this is okay. So we've got one thing here that's like 22 minutes long. So we're just gonna pause that. We don't need that. So we have got Liam Payne. Apparent Snapchat video. The bag says AY not dead. AY 26 not 49 dead 14 equals 89. Obviously, guys, right? Then Liam, 35, Payne, 61 equals 96, equals 185 equals Donald Trump, right? Okay.
Oh, speaking of Donald Trump, did you hear what happened?
Oh, 1 second. But
Just
I will
kidding.
say this. This is interesting. Because this is that does say AY not dead on the bag on Liam Payne's Snapchat.
Is that AI or is that reals?
Well, I mean, it's saying that this is. Oh yeah, the numbers thing. The numbers thing. That's mad, right? Like I don't even know what that's meant to mean. Okay, but that is interesting if that's real. But again, it's quirky fashion in it. Does it mean anything? Does it not? Who knows? But why is it there? Why is it there? Like when have you ever had a tragedy with anybody in your life and then went to their social media and been like, oh my God, there's a massive conspiracy here? But it seems to be happening over and over. Okay, what is this? Okay, I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was 15 years old. The world is waking up to the shocking revelations of both Hollywood and the entire music industry. And this is just 10 seconds long. Let's
Wow.
imagine this is going to be harrowing.
Only good thing about a shot is they burn up.
Regret ever getting involved in?
I didn't have a choice. It got bad when I was about 15 years old.
No. Jeez. Can't hear you, Ron.
Sorry, I was just saying I forgot all about Aaron Carter.
Wow, he looks disturbed.
Yeah, that is.
And you know, I wonder if this is why they turn to drugs, like Brittany Murphy and all these
so
people. I wonder
sad.
about Heath Ledger. What do you make of Heath Ledger? Because all these celebrities die in a bathtub. You know, how about Matthew Perry, the guy from Friends, also in a bathtub or in a jacuzzi, whatever the hell it was.
Wait a minute. Wait a second.
Wow.
My brain's computing something. Just keep talking.
No, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just.
All right. Well, we know why Heath Ledger died. He was 28. Okay, so he got his opportunity on the 13-year cycle to give over one of his family members, and refused. So paid the price. That's what happens that's what happens, man. When you're indoctrinated into the cabal, right, or these higher up bloodline families, you know. As a mother, if you have a child and then just hand them over to a monster, say, right, for example, you are already indoctrinated into that at birth, okay? And when you hit your 13th birthday, you will have your first reinstatement of the cabal and what they're all about. And as a 13-year-old, a lot of people don't comprehend the true evil that they've been conditioned with over time. So they go with it because they're still a child. But then the 13-year cycle comes around again. And by the time you're 27, you've got another decision to make. And a lot of these individuals, Winehouse, Heath Ledger, there's a bunch of people that are in the 27 club. And it's that, to me, is the most plausible reason for it all. And that whole system was explained by a survivor of satanic SRA, who gave her statement to John Wedger, and then he's told her story, and it's nuts. It's nuts. John Travolta's son. Listen, John Travolta's son dying. That is a madness. That is Scientology in a nutshell, though, ain't it? Do you know what I mean? Don't worry, son. I know you're dying on the floor, but I'll use my positive mind thetans to try and help you.
Terrible. I just want to say something. Diana Bueller says, I not dead is a store in Argentina. And they were in Argentina.
Oh, man. Ron, do you know about Aaron Carter and Bruce Willis at the time? it was covered and reported that he had spent $1 million on trips and gifts for the young Aaron. Then Bruce and Demi and Ashton remember. Oh man, I tell you what, man. I don't know if there's any evidence or sticky stuff on Bruce Willis, but he is not doing well, I have to say, at all. Poor guy.
Can you play that clip I sent you
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Kim Porter? Because this is
You
interesting.
need to
This is
you
Kim
need to
Porter when
resend.
she separated from
You need to
from,
resend it. You need to resend it to me.
when Kim Porter separated from Diddy.
Yeah.
Everything was amicable. Clearly not. Everything was amicable, and but she focused on her career.
Hang on.
And she was
Say that again. Everything was what?
amicable.
It was amicable, or was it amicable?
Amicable. Sorry.
Amicable. Woo! I know. I'm just busting up.
So thanks for correcting me. How do you say it? Amicable.
Amicable. Yeah. Yeah.
Amicable. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Too good.
So and so she decided to focus on her career. I just sent it to you. And there was this show, a pilot from a show called Single Ladies, which also is Beyonce's Single Ladies song.
Oh,
And this was supposed to be a pilot, the video vixen or video vixen or something like that. And this is her talking. And shortly after that, I believe that she died. But JD says he prefers how I say it. So shut up, Ron.
that's all right. I'm just busting her chops. Well,
I liked it too, Paula.
Thank you so much, Letitia.
oh man, I found a lady that Lady Letitia is going to have nightmares about. So is Queenie. I'm going to sneeze.
Send you the clip on WhatsApp. Salud. Are you going to sneeze or what, Ron?
He's on mute.
I've done it. I did it. That was a high impact sneeze.
So people can make up their minds about why, if this is why.
I'm doing it.
And he told me,
All right.
I found God and he told me to make a change. So I'm a writer now. I'm writing a tell-all book about my years of being a video vixen. I got lots of stories about lots of rappers and I'm about to get paid.
Can I ask a really stupid question? Right. And I'm sorry, right? But what is this movie? What is this? Where is this from? Where can I see this?
This is a pilot that she was making. This is the pilot of a show called Single Ladies. And the first episode was called Video Vixens. And this is, she was supposed to star in it. And then she died.
Oh, you just explained all this about 10 minutes ago, didn't you?
Yeah.
Damn it. All right.
This show.
No, that's Kim Porter.
Right. And that's Lisa Ray.
Hmm?
The lady that she was just talking to.
Oh, okay.
Her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you've got anything else you
Careful
want
with
to do,
pneumonia, Ron.
listen, I'm telling you, listen, somebody would Ron doesn't open things. Ron doesn't open things that he hasn't paid for. Okay. Like Ron know every parcel that comes. Like I ain't taking a package that I haven't ordered. Some suspicious watch turning up from Hollywood. Oh, pap me on your wrist. Have a brilliant time. Not today, Diddy Camp. Not today, my G's. Can't get me that easily. No chance. No chance. I've got a wheelie bin at my gate. I can hear you coming. All right. All right. So I'm just having some Capri Sun in the background here. So
So what do you guys think? Do you think that that's when she signed her death warrant, when she said those things on that show? It was supposed to be like alleged and stuff like that, but then her book came out, and then she died, and then her book came out.
Yeah, she went rogue. She didn't play the Illuminati's game, and she went rogue. You know, everyone that goes rogue seems to get discredited or worse.
It is pretty horrible what we're witnessing right now, and they're still covering up. You know,
Yeah.
I have to get going because I have to go to the hospital, but I'll see you guys later.
No problems. No
And
problems.
thank you
Lots
for
of love.
having me, guys. And if you need help, I'll send them to you, okay?
No problem. Just before you go, right? Here's a name for you, Michelle Lammy. All right, known as the High Priestess amongst celebrities, known as the Lord of Darkness in the fashion industry. She looks lovely. She looks like a really approachable lady. Okay, she looks like if you seen her on the street, you'd be like, "Listen, is everything okay?" No, what is that?
Michelle
What
Lamy,
is
that's her name. What kind of clothes does she design? You said
I
she's a
don't know, but I
designer.
imagine they're grubby. I imagine the minute she
I'm sure
touches
they're
a
high-end fashion, angelic
of-
clothing.
a bit of
I would be
linen,
scared to wear her clothes.
fashion lending legends, secrets to success. I mean, she doesn't quit. It's every interview she is
She's
on
in
full.
Vogue?
Yeah, she's serious shit.
Fashion
She's
legend,
she's
Michelle
the
Lamy?
high priestess. The high priestess.
Fashion legend? I've never heard of her.
That's what makes her scary, Paula. Okay, when everyone in high society knows who someone is that we've never heard of, that's how terrifying they are. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Everybody in the side chat must agree with that, right?
But
Hopefully,
why do they make themselves look like this, so satanic? I mean,
because
it's
she's a
why.
freaking.
Never heard of her, Michelle Lamy, and she's legendary. Why do they gaslight us?
Man.
Oh, legendary. So she must be legendary because I haven't heard from her. Of her.
Don't stare into her eyes. Go look into her eyes. No, this is serious, man. I mean, this, like, I'm not being funny, but you really are fully.
And this is in Vogue.
You are fully giving yourself over
Wow.
to the spiritual realm at this point.
Yeah.
When you can turn this
Lord
into
of Darkness.
the highest level of fashion that everyone adores,
That nobody's ever heard of, because I never heard of her.
Hopefully, I'm not wearing her clothes.
Do we often
Who wears her clothes? Who wears her clothes?
often
Can
talk
you find
about-
out who wears Michelle Lamy?
We'll get there. We often talk about these influencers and celebrities that are super famous that none of us can figure out why, right? I definitely know ritualistic stuff going on here, guys. Okay. All right. Okay, let's dig a little deeper. Inside the wardrobe of Michelle Lamy. Looking good, girl. Looking good. In this particular ensemble, she's went with the dried, puckered death lips and the little line on the head.
It can't be good. Cardi B.
Jesus. Why can't I find anything she's designed?
Cardi B has worn her.
Isaac Cappy used to talk about her. Okay, well then that sealed her fate. If she's got the Cappy seal of disapproval, then she's got.
Oh, have you seen her Instagram?
I literally just clicked on her Instagram. Okay. Hang on a second. Thank you again, Moi Free Lifestyle. I tell you, a conversation about feminism must
Lewis
be had.
Hamilton.
The breeder of hypersexual culture. You want me, right? You want me, Ron Swanson, to have a conversation about feminism, right? Could you imagine? In fact, you know what? Just for fun, we'll get 9 high-powered
Rihanna
of the feminist world and me on a
Kim
panel.
Kardashian.
I'm down. I'm down for it. All right, let's check this out. Okay.
Rihanna, Usher, Rick Owens.
Wow, look at that shoe.
Oh man, that is some elbow skin right there, man. Get some freaking, I mean, just give them a moisturizer or something.
If you go to the video, there's a video. If you go to the video, there's a video of her with major. Go below, further down. She's in a video with all the celebrities. Why is this lady with all these celebrities? And then she's like with Kim Kardashian, Rihanna,
What is that?
Kanye West. No, that's
What
not
is that? Has anyone ever seen what was the name of the vampire movies with the werewolves with the chick in like the really, really tight rubber outfit, right? And then the last episode in the series of movies, there was that really old vampire that they rehydrated with the blood. That is what we're looking at right here. What is going on?
She's a lot with Kanye.
I'm sorry, Sabine.
Rihanna.
I'm sorry, Sabine. The coolest person I've ever seen. I don't know if I can endorse that. Vogue Arabia. Is this what fashion is like in Arabia? Are people just walking about in Arabia?
Travis Scott.
Right. Okay.
So all of those people wear her clothes.
They're with her. Lewis Hamilton.
Oh man. Oh wow. Nothing creepy about that at all. Nothing creepy about that at all, mate. What are you talking about? Totally normal mannequin. Oh.
Did you see the video where it says, why is she with all these celebrities? Why is this lady with all these major celebrities?
Oh
there you
my
go.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! She.
That's it.
She looks
Her
like
hands
she
are
looks like
black.
she. Do you know what? Can we cast her in Star Wars as like the new woke version of the Emperor?
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you now, she is giving me lightning finger vibes. Like as soon as the cameras are off, she's just gonna. Oh Jesus! Oh my god! What? Right.
Did you know that Michelle Lamy? Listen to this.
Hold on,
Listen
wait.
to this. Before I go, let me give you this.
Oh yeah, you need to go. Yeah.
Michelle Lamy's daughter went to grade school with Meghan Markle.
Oh.
What? Where's her leg?
He went to school with her. She looks older.
Girl has one leg.
Okay, so I'm gonna go, guys, but I'll see you. I'll
Right.
catch you guys this week. Bye, guys.
No problem, Paula.
Bye, Paula.
Wish me luck.
The movie is Underworld. Thank you, God. That was burning inside my brain. How good is the Underworld series, by the way? I just want to say
It's great.
it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, I like the last one.
Yeah. Okay, so Queenie, I swear to God, if you're watching this, you better have your cross or your beads or something. You better be
Yeah,
giving
what
them
would
some
she say if she was
praise
here?
Jesuses and shizzle, whatever it is you guys do. You better be projecting some shizness.
Lord of Darkness.
Lord of Darkness. Oh man.
Yeah, she's creepy.
She's out with the black fingers, man.
I
Look,
know.
Look, you see that shizzle?
Like they're created that way.
She's just a big nose picker.
Is she?
I mean, so
Yeah, she's intriguing.
all I'm saying is, right? Ron cut off Letitia and then never got back to her. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I wasn't talking about nothing.
So we have to say, right? She's very much what we've just said. She's deep within all of the upper echelons of fashion, the music industry, hanging around with a lot of people that have popped up in a lot of things that seem awfully suspicious, surrounded the Diddy case and the whole cabal bloodline.
Really?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, look,
She got to do with the Diddler.
that's Rihanna right there.
Yeah.
That's Usher. Is that not Usher? I think that was Usher. Is that not Usher?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the Kardashian Schwan. There's freaking Kanye West. Oh, God. So, yeah, I mean, I imagine if we keep going, we'll find more people that are friends of friends. Is this what she designs?
Wow.
That is a badass sunflower right there. Like if a sunflower wanted to be a goth, this is what it would look like.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, she leaves you with quite an impact. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to forget, Michelle Lamy in a while. Like, so this is the sort of individual, right? That when we talk about rituals and we talk about all of the dark stuff, these are the sort of alleged individuals you need to keep your eye out for. People that rub shoulders with these celebrities and upper echelon individuals who are referred to as the high priestesses of darkness, who have a certain swagger about their fashion and about how they present themselves that is a little bit stand out, shall we say. But yeah, I mean, that is interesting.
That is.
Marina Abramovich is another one, yeah. I feel like Marina Abramovich looks like Bambi compared to this woman's fashion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be honest with you. I feel like Michelle here takes the fashion award for who embodies I'm a creepy son of a biatch out of the two of them. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. It really, really is crazy.
It is crazy.
Apparently, this is a picture of Beyonce as a child, and then somebody breaking down boy or once boy Beyonce. It's like the numbers again. Like there's some stuff on Twitter that is just like, wow, this is wild. But then the rest of it is like, Kaza, are you testing me? Are you sending me some stuff to see how dumb I am? I think she is, because it's wild. It really is wild. Now, let me just double check on some things because I know that we've got. I just don't know what I can talk about yet. Let me go and see what's on the dashboard because some things need new thumbnails and there's some good ones. Oh yeah, here we go. So we've got Friday. We've got ex-producer Rod Long tells his story on how horrible and how horrific it was working for Diddy. Then we have got Courtney Burgess claims 8 Diddy tapes, underage celebs, end of Diddy. This one's going to be massive. These both are going to be massive. And yeah, the other stuff I can't talk about because
that's going to be good.
It ain't on the dash. So you'll see new thumbnails go up there. Okay, Ron, in the Disney Marvel universe, when a person, a witch or wizard, has read The Dark Hold, the Book of the Damned. Dude, you're right, yeah.
Oh.
As do you know, you get the gold star for today for thinking outside of the box with creativeness on the conspiracy facts. Yeah, I mean that's a really, really, really good point. I mean, obviously we're talking about movie depictions, all right, but that's okay. But I mean, I don't think what you're saying is that's what's actually happened, but I think what you're saying is that's what she's
mimicking.
That's what she's mimicking, yeah. Maybe she's not, right? Maybe that is what happens, okay? Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it's a really good point. It's a really, really, really freaking good point.
Great point.
Yeah. I can't stop looking at pictures of this creepy woman. Like, I just can't.
I know, she's intriguing. In a way.
Like,
you want to know more.
Like if I wake up with severe depression tomorrow, I think I'm going to know who sucked the happiness out of my soul through the massive like crack in her forehead. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I take that back, Michelle. If you're watching, I take all of that back. I did not mean that. Okay, you look awesome. All right. In fact, I think you could go creepier. If I'm being honest. All right. I'm just saying. All right. But you look great. All right, let's move on from this. How the F is she a legend? That was close. You almost got me in trouble there, Concan. That was like a close one. But again, do you guys not agree that the people that we know the least amount of, to me, are the scariest ones? Like they're the ones who are. They have the. In fact, let me do the creepy voice. Hang on. Let me just do the creepy voice. They are the ones with true power. Those, do you know what I'm saying though? That's the vibes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's true. It's true. It's just freaky vibes, man. Because we often talk about the people that are behind the scenes, right?
Wow.
And don't get me wrong, if her name was Sally, right? You know, fashion guru Sally, none of us would be talking about this right now. Okay? She is so untouchable and badass within the realm that she lives within that she can this is probably toned down for her.
Yeah.
This is probably her toning it down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See her on a Sunday when she's kicking back in her coven. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. These are the people that are like, yeah, it's scary, man.
Yeah,
and
it is.
These are the individuals that when we start, like I say, talking about the ritual stuff, the cabals, priestesses,
yes,
and all this stuff, and characters like this are in play, just stick a pin in her. Just put a pin in her on the big board of suspicious people in Hollywood, right?
Yes.
Because I'm telling you now, I've got a funny feeling, right, that now that she's on our radar, the more that we kind of like pick away at this label, I think we're going to find some things. I'm not guaranteeing it, but I think there might be. So yeah, that's definitely the tweet of the day was that one, Kaza, because that is wild.
Mm.
Right, let me just see what else we've got to go over. We're hitting the hour and 20. Now, R. Kelly's lawyer, I think it was Diddy could drop big names in trafficking case. R. Kelly's attorney says, listen, I've been asking everybody this. What do you think? Do you think we're going to see Diddy have had the foresight to have, put a bunch of these tapes somewhere so that if he went to jail, he was able to use them as leverage to keep himself alive? Do you think that is what we're going to see, or do you think we're going to see names starting to get dropped by Diddy because he's terrified? Which side?
Why would he start dropping names because he's terrified? Like, it's not going to change his fate.
Oh yeah, listen. If I'm Diddy, I'm taking everyone down. If this isn't pre-planned and I just woke up one morning as Diddy, the evil monster, and I'm now in a federal prison, and none of my friends have even bothered to give me a phone call, I am taking you all down. Okay, if you so much as dropped off a pizza to one of my parties, 25 years going down, I'm taking you all down. I'm taking you all down. And I'll tell you something else. I'm going to have been smart enough, being Diddy, over the 25 years of monstrous abuse that I've done, to think to myself, I wonder what would happen if these guys turned on me. I should probably, stick some hard drives away, or maybe get a server where if somebody doesn't like push a button once every 24 hours, it all gets leaked on WikiLeaks.
So basically, he doesn't want to go down alone.
Oh, I don't think he wants to go down at all.
Right, but he's going.
Oh, he's going somewhere. Right, he's going somewhere. I don't know where it is, but he's going somewhere. He won't be allowed to take them all down. Well, but here's the thing. What if? And again, I keep going back to this. To me, I can't believe why he hasn't just been old Yellered. Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Yeller. You're foaming at the mouth. You got a bit out of control. Come on, let's go outside and just. So there must be a reason why he's not been, like, I almost said it, old Yellered, okay? Because why? I mean, that's the easier thing to do.
Right.
I mean, you would just.
It is.
We could say that he was, in a wood shop class in prison and hit himself too hard in the head with a hammer and died. And most of the world would be like, oh, right. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. Oh, you hear what happened to Diddy? Hit himself with a hammer, mate. Diddy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that is what would happen. And I cannot stop reiterating this, that there has to be something keeping him above water.
If he was to die and, something happened to him in prison, people would immediately think that it was not a coincidence. They would think that he got,
Yeah.
because of what happened to Epstein.
Yeah, exactly. And but again, it would blow over. It would have blown over by now. Do you know what I'm saying? If something had happened to him in April, okay, like we'd actually be talking about the political stuff that's going on in America right now instead of just. I mean, probably not. It's all really boring to me. I don't really care. But this has just been wild. It's been wild. And
yeah, it is, because we're talking about Diddy every day. Now he's got 2 new lawsuits, and the lawsuits are coming from young men, young boys.
Correct. I believe it was 10 and 17. Here is this is just from the last 24 hours, I do believe, updated an hour ago. Sean Diddy Combs has been accused of 2 new lawsuits of doing this and that to a 10-year-old boy in New York in a hotel room in 2005. The second lawsuit accuses the jailed hip-hop mogul of attacking a 17-year-old who would be a contestant on a reality TV series making the band. That, do you know what, right? The fact that Diddy had a reality TV show for kids for the music industry,
right?
It's so disturbing when you look back on it. It's like I say it all the time. It's like when you rewatch half of the what do you call it? Savile tapes, the Jimmy Savile tapes and things like this, when he was at charity events and talking to kids, and you watch it back and it is just nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel. Yeah, there was another 9-year-old. There was a 9-year-old as well. I do believe that is a separate announced set of cases, if that makes sense, though. Voodoo.
What do they mean by Diddy wants a gag order?
We went over this last night with BJ. So the gag order is, I can't remember how she put it, but it's to keep it's to keep us from all talking about it and keep the press talking about it. But it's impossible.
Oh, he can't do that.
Yeah, it's impossible. It was also to do with keeping the people who are testifying against him's names
quiet too.
Quiet.
Okay.
Because how's he meant to prepare for a case if he doesn't know who the victims are and stuff like this?
Right.
Yeah. Listen. Yes.
Good point.
Hold on. I am. All right. Ron's hair has got a mind of its own today. There's one bit of it right here that just keeps working its way around to my eyelash, and then I have to do this, and then everyone goes, "Stop touching your hair, Ron." No, okay, no, you're not my dad. I'm a grown man. I've made humans. I've made wads of them, mate. Right? Like, don't come at me with freaking your nonsense. Jesus. So where do you guys stand in the side chat? Right? Like, where are you guys going with this? Like, come on, give me some inputs here, because I'm fully invested in the larger story, the people behind Diddy, the steps towards fully outing this ritualistic abuse that goes on. Where do you guys stand in the side chat with my cabal theory? Put a 1 in the side chat if you agree, 2 if you're kind of meh, 3 if you disagree. You know,
why are you doing that? Do you think that they're going to show a video? Like, if there's some video evidence in the court, will they show that?
Yeah. Yeah, of course they'll have to. You know what I'm saying? They can't just be like, right, jury, I've got this Diddy tape here. You just gotta listen. I'm going to tell you what's on it. I can't show you, right? Okay, but
I'm not talking about the jury. I'm talking about.
I'm a lawyer. Yeah, do you know what I mean? But maybe, I don't know, because surely, maybe, I don't know. Somebody in the side chat let us know. Like, if in a court case like that, does the jury have to watch all the evidence? Because surely in horrific child abuse cases, would that not just traumatize all of the jury? Or is there like professional trauma watchers from the police or the law enforcement? Because I know John, he had to review all of the stuff from the people that he caught that were, he was a policeman, just before anyone loses their mind. And I just can't understand. Yes, there you go. I can't imagine what he has had to black out from his memory.
Wow.
And I mean serious, horrible, serious stuff for horrible, serious cases. Yeah, like really just horrible. Just having a look here. So I'll tell you now, if we're starting to get loads of reports of people having tapes and stuff starting to get out there and all the rest of it, it will be hosted on the deep web. Like, there will be servers where it is being cached on the dark web and the deep web for sure. So it's maybe time to go and have a wee looky look. And that's not, and also as well, that's not from like it's the dark web. But the dark web is, the deep web is, or Tor. Let's call it Tor. It sounds less like creepy. has been set up for hiding stuff. And that's usually where things go. And keep in mind, all it means is it's not cached by Google. Anything that isn't cached or cached by Google becomes the dark web or the deep web. Chantel, I gave you a big shout out earlier. Big congratulations for you. Super happy for you. And
Congratulations,
yeah,
Chantel.
super happy. Freaking awesome. Let me just see what else we've got in the side chat here.
I am shocked about Ashton Kutcher.
You think? Yeah, really? I was kind of at the start, but now I'm nothing is surprising me how many
He
people.
is predatory, like Paula said.
Yeah.
You know, he makes those comments that are really disturbing. Like the 18, like when she turns 18, they're waiting for her to turn 18. And then him kissing a 14-year-old and thinking, even the producers that even put that show together, why would they put a 14-year-old and a 19-year-old together like that, making out? Disturbing.
Yeah, it's super weird.
It should be at least 18. You have to be at least 18 to do, those kind of scenes on. You have to, like, there should be some type of law or regulation.
Well, I think they went with the narrative that she lied on her job application.
Oh, she did.
Apparently so, yeah. But at the same time, who's not checking that? Who's not checking? Do you know what I'm saying? Somebody should.
They check my stuff when I say I have a degree. They run down my alma mater.
Yeah. But yeah, she lied at auditions. But in saying that, I mean, it's a great cover story. We've no idea what went on. Do you know what I mean? She was probably spotted somewhere and offered the part and lured in. Blah 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 blah. Creepy Hollywood.
Creepy Hollywood. Hollywood is creepy. And
yeah,
Diddy has shown us that Hollywood is not all that hyped up to be. Because before, I used to have respect for Hollywood. I don't anymore. Ever since the Diddy debacle, because so many people knew. You knew, like Denzel Washington. You had to know that there was something going on after dark, and you heard the rumors, but you did nothing about it.
Yeah. Damn.
Interesting.
Yeah, again though, it's just more and more creepiness, and it's almost, to Ashton Kutcher is a really good one for looking at out of control ego out of all these people, because he is very, very brash when you see these videos of him. He's loud, he's animated,
right?
It's that blanket of safety. And when you look at him in videos recently, when he's been talking about the backlash when him and Mila Kunis were given help to the guy who went to jail, the Danny Masterson. No animation there. He was pretty reserved and recoiled and showing protective body mannerisms, if you will. And it's going to be interesting to see who else falls and who else comes out and who else is pinned.
It is. It really is. And they try to normalize it. And that's not normal. There's nothing normal about what they're doing.
Correct. 100%. 100%. Well, listen, everybody, make sure you like and subscribe and share. We've hit the 1.5 hour mark. I think we're going to call it a day. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you to Letitia. Thank you to Paula. Thank you for all the likes and the shares. We've got a whole evening of stuff coming this evening. Sean's going to be back, I think, at 9. And I've got a show going up in between now and then as well. So I'll keep you all posted and stay tuned for the thumbnails. And Trisha, thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Trisha.
Yeah. I think the bystander effect comes when you play with celebrities. More shit people see, the more shit people assume someone else. Yeah, that's a good point too. And I think as well, a lot of these people have got the whole brand protection mindset as well, you know, like, and I'm not saying it just doesn't justify them keeping their mouth shut. That's not what I'm saying. But
Exactly.
it's that extra layer of us trying to understand why somebody wouldn't report something.
Well, why? How would they do that though? Like, how would Beyonce and Jay-Z, because they're a part of it? I can't really use them.
Yeah.
Allegedly. But like Denzel Washington, how would he go about letting the authorities know, okay, he's got some minors over here that he's abusing? I mean, it's just as simple as that.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, right? So it's the fear and control factor, Letitia. Like it's easy to sit here and say, oh, if I was at a Diddy party, I would have taken them all down. Probably what would have happened is you would have made a phone call to the police. The police would have went out there and nothing. And then food poisoning or pneumonia.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, there's been some absolute cowboys who've done that. Okay. 100%. 100%, man. And yeah. So listen, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being awesome. I'm back tomorrow, 2:00. I'm back this evening. We've got a whole stream of stuff that's coming up on the channel this week. It's non-stop here at the Sean Atwood channel. And yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Letitia. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Sidechat. Thank you, Mods. And we will see you all in the next one. From me, Ron Swanson. As always, be safe out there, guys. Peace.
Bye-bye.